What's up, guys? My name is Luke. I am the Offensive Yak, and thank you for joining me today for episode 7 of our Dyson Sphere program. Where in today's episode, we are going to keep progressing, but this time we're actually going to show off some blueprints from some other designers who aren't Nilaus. While I love his designs, he doesn't have anything for the mid-game, at least not exactly what I'm looking for. So we're going to take a look at some of my other favorite blueprint designers and see what they can give us to continue on into the game. All right, guys, let's roll the intro and hop on into it. All right, guys, so I'm going to have some links down in the description. One is going to be to Nilaus's blueprints, and then another one is going to be to a website called Dyson Sphere Program Blueprints, and or Dyson Sphere Blueprints. Awesome website. It's just a giant repository of a bunch of blueprints that you can search. So, like, if you're looking for a blueprint to make steel, you just type in steel, and it's going to give you dozens of blueprints. And then I'm going to have 3 links to the pages that show all of the blueprints for the 3 people that are my favorite blueprint designers on that website. Those being Ambush Bug, I think it's J Japster, sure, and Terraville, I'm guessing. So Ambush Bug, I've only got a couple in here right now because most of Ambush Bugs are more later game. So none of them are going to be super useful for us today. I've got some good early and mid-game stuff here from J Japster. And from Terraville, we've got some good early game stuff. And so, yeah, we are just going to get into it and see where the day takes us. So it's been about a week since I recorded last. Oh, yes. We have to rename a planet, don't we? Oh, stand by. I need to open YouTube's, because I don't know who commented. I saw there was a comment on the first video. Let us find out. Looks like 6R4 is our first commenter. So let's rename our planet, shall we? Not there. Here. Okay. So now if I can figure out how, I think I need to go into space actually to do this. Okay, looks like we're going into space. Let me make sure I got enough fuel. Yeah, that should do. There we go. I'll just go off into space here a little bit. Oh, don't go back into orbit. All right. I'm pretty sure this will now allow me to do it. Yes, here we go. Maybe I can do it from the planet. Let's find out. I haven't renamed a planet before. So stand by. We're going to figure this out. I know you can do it. Okay, that pins it. That sets an indicator. Oh, come on. It's got to be around here somewhere. I've seen people rename planets before. Aha! There it is. All right. So we go 6R4. Congratulations. Welcome to the game. All right. Here we are on our brand new planet. Okay, so in last week's episodes, we got this awesome mall going that is just producing stuff for us awesomely. We actually got pretty darn far in the tech tree here, all the way up to the yellow science. However, we're not producing any yellow science yet. We also got planetary logistics going, at least unlocked. We do not currently have any planetary logistics, but we do have it unlocked. So it's, you know, maybe we look at getting that unlocked. But really, I'd almost rather just go straight to the interstellar logistics personally, but we're probably going to have to start with at least a little bit of planetary. Yeah, I think we're going to have to. Now, let's make sure we've gotten everything we can for our upgrades. Looks like all of this stuff requires yellow. Looks like it. Okay. So, let's take a look at our blueprints and let's see what we have that we can do. So, some of the things that we are struggling with are turbines. We don't even have super magnetic rings going yet. Processors, foundation. I think we're going to start with the foundation. So it looks like I need some more power, some more sorters, and some more smelters. Yeah. All right. And this is just an early game foundation. Foundations is one thing that we're going to have a boatload of in the future. But for now, I guess I didn't really need those storages. Let's see. I need these guys. I need sorters. Do I have sorters. Heck, I've got these. I've got the belts. Yeah, I'm still not a fan of how it doesn't count what's in the logistics area over here. You know? Okay, what else did I need? Smelters? There we go. Smelters. Okay. Now, let's just find a place for this, actually. That could be difficult. Well, maybe not. Maybe we could do it up here. Here-ish. I guess we should probably see how big the blueprint is. Not that bad, actually. Now, this isn't going to be super fast by any means. See, I want to put a power plant right here to utilize that. So we might actually put it here. That looks good. There we go. Now, this is just going to be enough foundations for us to be able to, like, continue putting down blueprints and stuff. So it looks like I need to bring a line of stone in. Okay. That can be done. And a line of iron. Okay. That's not too bad, actually. So, it looks like we are using up all 3 of these lines of stone. None of them are backing up. So, yeah, we're going to have to bring in another line of stone. And I'm not sure where from. Let's see. Is there any more stone in the area? I do see iron up here that we could tap into. And there's stone up here we could tap into. I'm not super thrilled about going that far. But, I mean, it's just as far as going down to these stone and whatnot there. So, yeah, we're probably going to head up to these guys. Okay. Good to know. Okay, we'll hit these iron here. I just need 2 miners. Should fill the line if I can get enough nodes in there. I like to get 7, but 6 will work. There we go. And stick a power pole in and some belts. And then we'll come back and grab those belts after we hook up to this stone vein up here. Okay. 7. And 7. There we go. Boom. And then we'll use some long distance runs here to connect us up. All right. Now we're just gonna bring this on down to here. I'll help my guys out by walking over. So I do want to mention one thing, guys, and this is not gaming related, okay? This is just a recommendation for some other media to consume. So for those of you that don't know, I'm a paramedic. I work in an ER for 3 to 4 days a week, and that ER is about an hour away from where I live, so I drive a lot. And I don't usually listen to music when I drive, just because, well, I mean, it gets old after a little while, and I'm constantly looking for new stuff. So what I've been doing for the past long while is I listen to audiobooks through Audible. And no, this is not a sponsorship. I don't have a sponsorship with Audible, okay? Use whatever platform you want. But I am telling you this to recommend a book that, again, is not a sponsorship. It's just the book series I've been reading. Now, I've read it before. This is my second time reading through, and it's a book series called Fred the Vampire Accountant by a great artist named Drew Hayes. He has no idea that I exist or am plugging his work, so, you know, don't think of this as a sponsorship again. This is just me telling you what I like. And, but great book series. And I'm telling you this because I'm going to come out with an actual review of it later in the future. But for now, I wanted to get it out there because the next book in the series is coming next month, being December. I think he said it was in December of 2022, which would be next month. So, yes, I recommend you start reading so that you can be all caught up for when the new book comes out. That is all. That's my soapbox. Yeah. Now you know what book I've been reading and that I think it's good. We're going to throw the hydrogen in there. Ooh, that's what I need to do. I need to get an early hydrogen plant going. But yeah, so check out the books. It's really good. It's about a guy who's an accountant and then becomes a vampire, as you may expect. Yeah, really good. All right, so back to this. We got iron coming in, which means we should have stone coming in, which means we should have foundations now being produced. Well, once the resources get over here. So yeah, so the iron goes in here. It's going to get smelted into iron bars, into steel, goes onto this conveyor, and then the stone smelts into stone. Boom. Yep. And foundations are just stone plus steel. And they should pop out into this storage here. And I'm actually going to put a hat on it. And we're going to fill it up. And we are going to provide to me the foundations. And I'm going to put them in here. And I would like... I want to say they stack to 1,000... I want 5,000 of them. In my inventory. Yes, I do. All right. Yep, there they come. All right, cool. So those guys will be... Oh, let's... Hold on. Let's take these drones. Otherwise, they're just going to be bringing me like one at a time for a long while here. I'm trying to catch them as they get back in there. Well, here, I can do that. Yeah, we'll turn it back on in a little bit. We'll let some build up so that it can bring a whole bunch to me at once. Okay, so the next thing we need to do, we actually need to get our power situation a little more under control here. And one way we're going to do that was we're going to use this crude oil here. I think I've got... Let's see. It must be here. Yes. Crude oil power. All right. Now, I'm trying to remember where it requires it to be inputted at. I think it's here. Okay. So we can probably put this there. Now I'm going to need a few things that are going to be way over here. I'm going to need... Do I have any oil extractors? Nope. Going to need those. Going to need some of these guys. Okay. I think that'll do. This will hopefully help with our little power problem we ran into last time. Oh, hold on. I want to put this the other way. There we go. That way I can bring the oil out here. And I believe it goes in here. But I'm going to wait for this all to be built so I can see. It's been a long time since I've used this particular blueprint. No, it does not. It comes in right over here, doesn't it? Yes. That is okay. We can actually fix this pretty easy. I'm just going to get rid of this belt. And I'm going to put a new belt in. going this direction. Okay. Now I think that will do it. But we're gonna find out. Not 100% sure on that. Let's just see what happens if I hook it up here. Okay. So these guys are refining, which then should lead to some X-ray cracking. Looks like we're X-ray cracking. And then here we go. Our energetic graphene is flowing into these guys. And our excess hydrogen will eventually flow into these guys. Okay. Cool. So how are we? We are doing real well on power then. Awesome. Okay. That should help significantly. What do we want to do next? Actually, I do. I want to get this low-end crystal maker going here. So, needs to sit about here. There we go. And I gotta go grab some water pumps real quick. I don't have any on me. I don't know that I have any made yet either. I don't believe I do. I think... Oh, yes, I do. Here they are. Boom. Water pumps. Oh, yeah. While we're at it, I want to... Just while I'm thinking of it, I want to check my titanium here. Okay, so it looks like we've actually used all of the silicon that I brought back. Okay, there we go. Well, that was easy enough. So this is making organic crystals. Now, I wanted to get this going right now because it's a pain, for one. So I actually have to get organic matter. This is the only way to get organic crystals on the planet, is to go around, grab yourself some organic matter. By manually harvesting trees and plants and whatnot. This then allows you to make organic crystals, which you need for some of the higher end stuff. Now, there are planets outside of our solar system that are going to have organic crystals, like deposits, that we can go and mine, which of course makes it much easier. That way we don't have to do this. We can actually automate it. But I always like to get a few organic crystals going early so that I can make some of those recipes just a little bit earlier. For instance, if I go here into my replicator and I look at the organic crystals, you can see there's also another way to make them using titanium alloy, which we do not currently have. Yeah, so this is our original recipe. This one can't be made in here. So yeah, and then I think they're used for... I'm trying to remember what they're used for. Particle traps? No. Solar shields. I'm not sure. But that should be enough to start us off. Get a few going. You'll also get a few of the organic crystals by just going around and harvesting. All right. Next, let's see. We need to get our processors up better. Yeah, let's do processors next. Now, this one's set up to use a Mark II assembly machine, Mark III belts, Mark II sorters. I don't have any of those yet. But that's okay. We can still build this with the stuff we have, and I'll show you guys how. It's actually pretty easy. And so it looks like our output is going to be at basically the top left here. And our input is going to be the bottom right. I got to figure out where I want to put this. Of course, I'm looking at my world upside down currently. Let's see. So what all are we going to need to come in? We're going to need stone. In fact, that's a good idea. Let's see what we need here. For it, we need these guys, which are going to be silicon and copper, and then iron and copper. So we're going to need lots of stone, iron, and copper. Okay. Stone, iron, copper. Here's iron, or copper. Here's lots of stone. And I can probably tap into these guys to get enough iron. If not, there's an iron vein here. So I think this will be a good place to have it down here by these copper areas. So let's head down there real quick. Okay. I think we'll put it here. Now, if I remember correctly, this one's actually tileable, so you can actually stack up a few of them. That's kind of how it's set up to be. Now, we need to downgrade. And we want to do belts, sorters, and facilities, because I don't have any of them, and I'm setting it to downgrade 2 levels of everything. So it'll downgrade everything back to level 1. All right, there we go. So now it's going to put in level 1 belts and sorters and assemblers. So this way, we'll use the things that I actually have. Now, some of these blueprints are a little bit older than some of the others. There was an update. It's been a little while now, but it was after the blueprint update. They allowed you to come in here and put a marker, so like this, so that it'll indicate what you want coming into this area. So some of these don't have that, you'll notice, and that's totally fine. We'll figure out what needs to go in here. Okay, so it looks like we want copper here. We want iron here. And it does not look like we need much iron. It's only feeding 2 iron smelters. And then, does this want, this one's actual silicon ore. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. And it wants a lot of it. Look at how many different ones it's got going in for that. I do not have silicon ore on this planet, of course. This is why we need interstellar logistic systems. So that we can get some ore coming in. Okay. Not a problem. All we need to do... let's start by getting copper. And iron going here. For iron, I am just going to fit one in here. I think that's all we're going to need. Because it does not really seem like it needs much iron. And I'm going to bring the iron in here. And then we'll grab copper in. And then we're going to have stone. Alright, so I actually want to put a sorter here. And we're going to go in and then out here and out here. But we're going to filter this one to iron. Now, filter this one to stone. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I missed one little thing up here. There we go. Now the iron should come in. Okay, so we've got copper going, we got iron going. Those are going to just back up in the system. Now we need to figure out silicon. And I don't think I have a blueprint for it. Let's take a look. Actually, I do have one. It's a big one, though. Yeah, I don't think that's what I'm looking for. Okay. So we're going to have to make this one from hand. All right. So for the silicon, we'll run it this way. And I want... No. A little further. There we go. So it'll be 3 sets, and they're going to have incoming this way And then they're going to output directly into another set. And we're only going to need like one. It's too close. Really? Really? Okay. Stupid round planet. See if that's too close. It really shouldn't be. There we go. This one is going to smelt it into that. This one's going to smelt it into this. And then we'll have an outgoing belt here. There we go. Okay. That should do it for that. And then we'll just put power poles in. Now, I should, theoretically, be able to copy this and paste it. I'm going to paste it here. I'm also going to paste it here. Here. And we'll see if 4 is enough. I don't know that it will be, but it might. And then we'll just bring this down to here and in. And the reason I'm combining these is the output of these is going to be pretty slow. So combining them won't really cause a backup. So, and I still need more smelters. All right, and then we've got to set up mining for all of this stone. This ridiculously large amount of stone. And I am almost out of power. Perfect. Well, I should have some graphite or graphene sitting over here. Okay. Yeah, I'm like basically out of power. So much so that it's having me walk through the swamp there. I really need to get better fuel source going. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's just a matter of time. In fact, our next fuel upgrade, in fact, maybe our next upgrade, maybe I'll go find for next episode a hydrogen plant. What do the hydrogen cells take? Because that's the only one that I have currently. Titanium. Yeah, and I do have some titanium. And I've got hydrogen. Okay. Maybe we will do a little bit of that. A little bit. We'll see. Okay. Let's walk over here so that it doesn't have to travel quite so far to build here. I say that and then immediately move away so that it has to travel further to build. But that's because I'm going to get started with these. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, I got all 8 around there. That's pretty awesome. There's the first setup. And the second. And then we'll bring the third in around this way. And the fourth, we're going to bring up and over. And it looks like one of these guys still doesn't have power. Oh, and I didn't need to run this quite this far. And this one, we're going to have to either go up and over, or we'll do what I like to do and use a sorter. Filter this to silicon. There we go. Again, all of this is just early game. Like, we are not going to be making silicon out of stone for much longer. We just need to get to the point where we can make the yellow science, and to where we, and then where we get the interstellar logistics system going, and then we're going to have the much more efficient way to make our silicon. In fact, we're going to completely smelt it off world, and we're just going to import the bars. It is the much better way of doing it. Now, in the future, when we have a little bit higher capacity belts, these will actually be a little more efficient. I just haven't built manufacturing of the level 2 or 3 belts yet. We do have them unlocked, at least the level 2s. I think the level 3s as well, actually. Yeah, we have all 3 belts and sorters unlocked. Like I said, I just haven't made manufacturing of the level 2s and 3s. Having these processors will help with that significantly so. Oh, I have this bringing stone in. It should be bringing in... Oh, wait. Hold the phone. I did not need to do as much as I did. So it's going to bring in silicon. And we are going to get rid of a whole bunch of these. And we're just gonna... How do I want to do this? Well, if I just do this... And then we need silicon to go to these guys. We'll get rid of this. We'll chop this off here. And put it here. Okay. So yeah, I didn't exactly need to go quite so far with all this. I just need to do the first step of the smelting. That's okay. All right. So, yep. So we're not backlogged on any stone. I mean, we are back here, but that's just because our belts aren't moving fast enough to bring it all. I don't have the pilers yet, do I? I do not. So they actually have a tech now, which we have not yet unlocked. Ah, it's right here. That makes these things called the automatic piler, and they stack things on the belt. So like you put, you know, 2 belts of stone into it that are completely full. It stacks them so that you can have twice as much on one belt coming out, which is really nice for when you need to do those really long runs, because instead of having to bring 2 or 4 or 8 belts, you bring half as many or a quarter as many, because you can actually stack the stacked belts to get a 4x. Yeah, it's crazy. And something that I haven't played with yet, so that'll be fun to do. So yeah, so this will get us our processors going, and then I just need to put a little storage bin here. Oh, whoops. I thought I had one extra that I could do there. All right. Well, guys, I think I'm going to call that an episode. What all did we get done today? We got processors, at least early game processors going. We got foundation. Let's go see how we're doing on foundation, actually. What do we got here? Sweet. We got plenty, and I think I set it to keep 5,000 in stock. So we'll go ahead and turn that on, and it should bring me a boatload. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and help it along because those guys are just eating boatloads of power. But, yes. Alright. So we've got 4,000 now. Okay, we did that. We got crystals going. Which... do we really only have enough to make 44? My goodness. It takes a lot of plant material. Wow. And we got our power problem fixed. So how are we doing on power? Oh yeah. We're using like half power currently. Actually, I am going to do one more little thing here. We're going to take a little bit of this titanium and we're going to fly over here where my hydrogen is. So let's see, how am I doing on hydrogen? I've got 5,300 stored in there. So we're just going to extend this belt out a little. And we're going to grab our assembler. And I want it making hydrogen fuel rods. Which, what is the recipe? 10 hydrogen to 1. So actually, we're going to go mark 2 sorters in. And then, am I able to sneak another line in here? Yeah, it looks like I am. So actually, let's get rid of one of these. And we can just put a mark 1 sorter there. That's going to be my titanium. So we'll just grab a storage building. We'll throw my titanium in. We'll do this. And then we'll want a belt out. I think 6 should be plenty. Okay, power, power, power. In fact, we may have to upgrade that belt even. Which is totally fine. And then we'll stick a storage container here. Boom. Hydrogen fuel cells. All right. So now we don't even have to worry about that anymore. We'll have some to stick in here. It'll be much better fuel than the graphene we were using. So to put it in perspective, hydrogen fuel cells are 54 megajoules in total. Like each one gives you 54 megajoules. The graphene gives you 6.75. So 7 megajoules. 7 megajoules to 54 megajoules. In addition to that, okay, so your mech has a base fuel chamber generation rate. So this 7 megajoules is over a certain amount of time. This energetic graphene speeds that time up by 50%. So you get a little bit more power per second, as well as more power than, say, straight coal. But The hydrogen fuel rod gives you plus 200% fuel chamber gen. So you're getting a lot more per second and just a lot more in general. Now, they are obviously much more expensive. This is just coal or oil, depending on how you're making it. This is titanium and hydrogen. Yeah. Now, there's actually a couple of more fuel rod types. There's a deuterium fuel rod, and then there's an antimatter fuel rod that gets just crazy when it comes to how much fuel it can burn and how quickly it can do so. So I'm going to get rid of this graphene. Now that we have, look at that, we already have 4 sets that I can stick in here. All right, guys. So that's going to be all for today. If you're liking this video, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button for more. And yeah, comment down below if you want something named after you. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Offensive Yak out.